I had never even sprained an ankle, twisted anything. So it was kind of like go big or go home in that aspect. My sister tore her ACL in high school, and I would always joke with my mom, like, if that ever happened to me, like, I don't know what I would ever do. And I thought it would be the end of the world when it happened, and once it happened and I realized it really isn't the end of the world, and I feel like there's people out there that think it's the end of the world and they're like, oh my God, I'm never gonna play again. And that just wasn't my mentality going into it at all.
I think it was, for me, I was a little nervous about it, just because, you know, for her it was her first big injury as well. And I think as a leader, not being able to lead by example and do the things that you've done your entire life to become a better leader and build this program is going to be a challenge. So I think for her, she had to go through those first couple of weeks of finding herself as a leader and not more as a leader by example, but someone who had to vocally motivate her team and do it standing on the sidelines. The first one was like a gut checking, you know, wow, you know, losing my breath. The second one was just like, you know, my focus turned from Megan, the leader, the person, to how do I get this kid to stay motivated to be what she can be for this program?
I knew it right away. As soon as it happened, I fell down and I almost tried to convince myself that it wasn't real life.
Having to go through that situation once, I really didn't think about how I was going to console her on the field. I thought about, okay, how am I going to get her through this year and get her to stay?
Coach Mike and I had a pretty good relationship, but that summer I decided to stay here for the summer and work with Coach Mike because I thought that would be the best thing for me instead of going home and trying to figure it out on my own. And come to find out, I think that was the best decision for me because it made me stronger in the end.
I mean, she's really bought in as she's matured, you know, buying in, eating right, training right, living right, all to speed up her recovery. Her recovery this last summer was much faster than the first one because she had been through the process and is a more mature athlete.
I know a lot of people come for a fifth year and their coaches sometimes don't support them or don't give them the money to come back, and I knew right away that they would have my back to come back, and I knew I was going to stay this summer because I knew what Coach Mike could do to help me, and I knew that that was what's going to get me back on the field this year. I feel like I didn't finish what I came here to do because I hadn't played my junior year and I didn't play any of my senior year, so I knew I still had stuff to finish here.
You know, we joked about this before she tore her ACL, about her playing with our 2016 class and leading those kids into, you know, being what they're capable of being and showing them, not only seeing them on the field by themselves. So it's you know, I can't say into words how happy I am to have that kid back.
Well, like Gina said, we always used to joke about, I'm like, oh my God, they're so good, I just want to play with them. And I guess everything happens for a reason. I kind of jinxed myself in a good way.
Other players see what happened to her, have a setback, and that didn't slow her down. She came back in, worked harder than she ever has before. So, you know, when you have someone like that leading from the front, it just elevates everyone else's game.
Some people have asked me, like, are you nervous? Like, you haven't really played on the field. And I just don't have that mentality. Like, I'm not scared it's going to happen again. I'm just really, really excited to get back on the field.
She's going to have a great senior season, and all her hard work she's done with our athletic trainer, myself in the weight room, out in the fields, all going to pay dividends this year. So we're super excited.
I don't know, I don't really imagine my life without UC Lacrosse because I feel like I've been here forever, but at the same time I feel like I haven't been here that long. Like time does really fly. But this year I think will be different than any other year, and I think that all in all will make my fifth year successful.